Hello and welcome to Fresh Face One Shots. My name is Joey,
And I'm Jacob.
and today we are temporarily finishing the Uncanny X-Men by Gail Simone. This is issue number 21, and for now, our last issue of the Uncanny X-Men, I believe until February/March.
That's what we're seeing.
Yes, hopefully. We will be covering Unbreakable X-Men, but we won't be keeping up on anything else like Age of Revelation, because we're literally just covering Unbreakable X-Men because we want to continue following this run somehow.
Yes, but also if we end up having, I think Simone wrote a one-shot, and we may end up having to cover that, depending on, we're going to make decisions. Let's preface this. This issue is great. It is fantastic.
It's a great issue. Yeah.
It's not a final issue. It's clearly not written with that in mind.
Yeah.
It is. I know Marvel announced Age of Apocalypse as this is the total new status quo of the X-Men.
Mm-hmm. And now they're immediately going back on that in a few months' time. So
yeah, I have a feeling that they were planning basically a 6-ish month event, and then, which I don't love the disruption of the books. Yeah. Let's just watch when Uncanny or whatever book replaces Unbreakable comes back. It's going to be a new number one because that's probably
it's definitely going to be a new number one.
Which I hate this Marvel.
Marvel editorial sucks, but it doesn't suck. The Uncanny X-Men, no. And this is our technically final issue for now. We open on some heartbreaking backstory for Ransom here. I love this story of his driver as a kid that because he actually stood up to his father, he got killed because of it. We get sort of a more expanded version of Ransom's actual powers, how he discovered them, which is just still haunting.
The entire thing is also, this entire issue is wrapped around and narrated by Ransom, and it is so sad. I feel so much.
So sad. It's so good. Yeah.
I'm glad at least Ransom is going to be an Unbreakable. I think that's been confirmed.
If nothing else, this will be a good transition into Unbreakable, with ending on a Ransom story at least. Even
if let's going to be honest, the rest of the Outliers are all they're all very much in the middle of their story. So.
And Ransom's story isn't even done, so to speak.
No. There's
at least an important arc surrounding him.
I think there's at least some finality here with Ransom's arc and reaching a point of growth, but it's obviously not done. Once again, as with the last issue, it's Luciano Vecchio on art. And I think art's fantastic.
I love his Wolverine. I really, really do. Just especially on this first page, when we get back into the main action of the present day, Wolverine looks so good there. We catch back up with Ransom's father, who sucks, and we get I love Wolverine's little square off with him right at the start, because this guy's terrible, and he wants to find, as he says, his son, who he doesn't even consider Ransom his actual son, because they're half brothers, and essentially. As he words it, he says if he says something he assigned many boy children, but they are not his sons. They didn't earn it. Essentially, is the implication. And there's also this idea running throughout it as we catch up with our other Outliers as well, of the idea X's family, of Ransom's family is not his father here, because his father fucking sucks. He's here with Wolverine, and Wolverine is showing far stronger paternal qualities here with Ransom as well, which I really, really love. As they go to find Ransom's brother, we are also seeing our other Outliers here. Death Dream is asked to a school dance, and it's so sweet.
Adorable. It's great.
It's adorable. I love it.
And it's very sadly the last time we'll see.
Not going to be followed up on for at least 5 months.
And let's be honest, I mean, who knows if it's actually going to be followed up on in 5 months, because when this book comes back, will Gail expect people to remember these little seeds? I hope so.
I can confirm that, Chip Zdarsky's Daredevil restarted like number ones like twice over the entire run, and every single time number one was never spent onboarding new readers. It was just, nope, we're going to pick up exactly where we left off. I would assume Simone's just going to do the same.
I hope Simone does the same.
Mm-hmm.
But because
it's a sweet little scene. First off, great disabled rep here. Just a character asking Deathstream to the dance. And she gives him a little like pink sparkly coffin as like a gift. I think it's really sweet. Deathstream is not like socially adept enough to navigate the situation, and like Jitter and Calico are there to like egg him on. It's really sweet. It's nice to see. Then we have Ransom and Wolverine at a convention, surrounded by cosplayers, which is incredibly fun. Wolverine presumably has never been to a convention before, and he also meets someone cosplaying as Phoenix, and immediately like falls like head over heels for this girl. It's so sweet. I just love seeing Logan turn into like a blubbering idiot. We have, this is also where I'm forgetting the name of the cult that Ransom's brother belongs to. Those guys are here as well.
Yeah, they come right in. We have a lot of parallel action with Ransom's past.
Yeah,
it's great. It is really solid. You get this slight sense that there's also a kind of a racial element at play here. Ransom being drawn significantly darker than his brother. Mm-hmm. Well, a brother, which I'd like to believe is intentionally talking about how, shall we say, with people of color, the lighter the skin, oftentimes the more favor people get.
Exactly. I would assume that's what we're commenting on here, at least, especially like in regards to like his father, who very much is drawn with a similar skin tone to Ransom's brother.
Yes.
So, yeah, I would say that's what's being commented on here. We also have this fun idea of this cult leader here that controls people. And very heavily women at the convention here, whose words eventually just begin to like fade away, and he like crumbles into how pathetic he actually is. And I like the portrayal of that. It's a little simple, it's a little quick, and I maybe it could have been expanded on a little bit more. Maybe this could have been like a 3-issue arc to really like properly expand on this. But also, I mean, hell, for all we know, this could have been a really condensed arc, and because maybe someone was expecting at least another issue or two to be able to wrap this particular arc up and was not afforded that, perhaps.
Yeah, I mean, it's very possible.
That's my only little like gripe with towards the end here, though. Otherwise, it's really solid. We have a nice little final like square off with Ransom's father. Wolverine gets to punch him out. It's really nice, and they are surrounded by other cosplayers that really love Ransom as an X-Man, which I really appreciate as well. Just so really solidifying the Outliers like as X-Men, I think is just such an important part of this run, and was something that I've really, really enjoyed about it. So, but I think that's that for now. The final issue of the Uncanny X-Men by Gail Simone. It's been such a great run, and I know this isn't actually the end, but it feels like an ending in a way.
It feels weird. It like we end on themes of found family, and it feels like the found family is like kind of slowly beginning to accept itself as a family.
Mm-hmm.
But let's be honest, only it to be ripped apart in the very next thing.
Yeah,
and that's because we're doing an event, and I don't love. It's one of those things where it's like, events aren't fun.
Yeah.
For this
events can be fun. I mean, hell, we have DCKO coming up very soon.
This is true.
DCKO seems very fun. It's not going to impede too much on the current books, though, as far as we can understand. And it is also only like a month or two. It's nothing crazy. It's like a 2-month long event, like events probably should be, and that's it. I have been seeing a lot recently that, especially from like comics publishers, like DC as a publisher is kind of on top right now, and with events like this, comparing these two big things happening right now from the big two, you can kind of see why.
I hate to say that I can agree.
I think many would, unfortunately.
Even
I like
if-
I like both companies. I'm a big fan of both companies. I just think
Well, both companies are both massive companies that have problems because they are owned by massive conglomerates and make some really shitty decisions.
mhm.
DC very recently trying to basically erasing a book in
Oh,
its infancy
God.
because
Oh my god! Oh god!
a
Don't even get
writer
me started. This is not the
dared
video
to
to
just-
talk about that, but oh my god! Don't even get me started on that shit.
one of these days we need to I think we need to talk about that at some point. Like,
Yeah.
let's I don't know how.
Wait, didn't we talk about it on the last Fresh Face Extras on patreon.com/Blood
Yeah, but I don't know if I don't know if locking that behind Patreon is necessarily
I know.
the best.
We'll have a more open
Like-
conversation about it. Absolutely. Yeah, no, it's both companies have massive problems. One also has significant ties to Disney, but ties that definitely impede certain publishing practices. But that's a larger conversation that I don't think can be fully covered in a Fresh Face one shot, unfortunately.
No.
So for now, I think that about does it. Be sure to check out other Fresh Face one-shots we do. We cover Superman by Joshua Williamson, Wonder Woman by Tom King, Trinity Daughter of Wonder Woman, the spin-off of Wonder Woman, as well as Batman The Long Halloween, The Last Halloween, the end of the Long Halloween saga, whenever it decides to continue. This has been our coverage of the Uncanny X-Men. We do intend to continue to cover Unbreakable X-Men.
We will also be covering. We should announce it. We will be covering the Deadpool Batman and Batman Deadpool issues. Sadly, they are both only available physically, so we have to get physical copies.
We would have the one shots for Deadpool Batman out sooner, but physical limitations. That's the only issue with that. But we will definitely have a video on that.
The second one we might be able to plan better. We both didn't realize this was a physical only thing, so
but whatever, it is what it is. Check out our link trees, our socials, everything will be linked below. You can check out, follow us wherever you want to follow us. Be sure to go to patreon.com/BloodDonut to get all kinds of fun things like early Star Trek reviews, Star Trek commentaries, Fresh Face Extras, and your name in the description of every Blood Donut Studios video. Speaking of Blood Donut Studios, you can subscribe to the channel, Blood Donut Studios, and your support means the absolute world to us. I guess until next time, this has been Joey Morgan.
Jacob Licklider.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.